Afrique, et malheureusement Afrique sans fric. Oh, naso idée. Naso idée. Yendenika. Mais oui, c'est comme ça. Eh oui.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are back. This is your favorite podcast. Now you know podcast, aka NYK Podcast. It's good to be back again for another episode with my good people. BK, Shakar, lady, gentlemen. How you guys doing?
Ladies first.
Tired.
Oh, sorry. She
tired?
said ladies first. It's me. I'm the lady first, right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
remember
yes,
from
yes,
last
you are.
episode,
Yes,
you
you
know?
are.
No, I'm telling you.
Anybody who is
Well,
coaching other people is a lady, as we
I'm
found
telling
out,
you.
as we found out in the last episode.
As a man, why should I be?
Coaching
Well,
people.
I've suffered in this life.
Anyway, and tonight we're talking about I don't know how to describe this topic. Is it funny? Is it serious? But it's something that a lot of people have had to deal with. I think it's more of a cultural thing, and yeah, it's arranged marriages. Arranged marriages. I know Shakar and Queen K are aspiring
Aspiring what?
aspiring
Arrangers. Yes, I'll be arranging for other people. No worries. For sure.
arrangers.
Yeah.
But
Kay,
yeah,
you're gonna be aspiring too, right? You're arranging for other people too, right?
yeah, she's a plug.
No,
You're
just
already
start
trying
quiet.
to sell me. It's okay.
Who tried to sell you?
My aunties.
Damn. Well, I mean, that's normal, but it's okay.
It's
Let
not
Bell
bad.
talk.
They'll tell you that you're not getting any younger.
It's
telling
okay. And
you.
if you're not going to do it, we'll do it for you.
Exactly. But yeah, so arranged marriages. How do we feel? Before we even get to just high level, how do we feel about arranged marriages? Would you do it? Would you allow it to be done to you?
No, never.
Yep,
But never.
absolutely.
You would? Why?
I would have. Well, you telling me, okay?
You, Carson. Kay said no. You said
I would.
yes.
Yeah, I would.
Am I not
It depends,
surprised?
right? Nah, it really depends, right, on who's doing it, for one.
Right. Good point.
I would honestly rather like my peers and my friends do it than my family do. Because they know me in a different aspect, in a more relaxed adult day-to-day lifestyle than family do, because a lot of times they take your personality behaviors from childhood into consideration sometimes, or sometimes they just look at the person's family and not that person themselves. So if all the boxes check in regards to, and I know all boxes can't really check, but like, if the main things that I do ask for are met, and they know that person and they know me, and they can truly see that it fits, and if I get in a situation with them and I do see it fits, I don't see why not. Like, why am I like, why am I pushing against something that might be it for me in the future? So yeah, I definitely see, I'm definitely with it.
Here are my
Wait.
specs.
I agree. I said no, I couldn't do an arranged marriage, but I understand why other people would do an
Okay.
I can
arranged
tell you
marriage.
were here in the last episode.
Okay.
Yes.
Why can't
But
you?
I couldn't do it. I definitely
Why?
couldn't. But everybody else, I understand why.
Why can't you do it?
Why? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Excuse me, my family would just give me to anyone. No, they'll just give me
And
to
again,
anybody. So I
and
don't
if they
trust
found
it.
someone that ticks all those boxes, would you do it?
If they ticked all those boxes,
If your family
Okay,
came through and
okay,
said, we're
if
looking
my
for a husband for
sister-
you.
if my sister did an arranged marriage for me, I would trust it.
So you would do it?
Yeah. So like Carmen said, it
But then
depends on
I would
who's
trust
doing
it.
the
Doesn't mean I
arrange.
would do it. A part of me is still like, but
All right.
Yeah.
So okay. So with that point, let's go into some questions, right? So as far as arranged marriages are concerned, right? What are some of the potential benefits or drawbacks?
Mm.
Of arranged marriages compared to your regular love marriages?
Go ahead, Kay.
Well, you are certain that you're gonna get married. Because if you already have an arranged marriage compared to looking for love,
Mm-hmm.
being married is not guaranteed, and people fail to realize that. In this life, the only two things guaranteed is death and taxes. So marriage is not included in that. So if you have an arranged marriage, you are guaranteed to be married. But at the same
But
time,
exactly, I was gonna get there. My follow-up question is, even though the marriage is guaranteed, to your point, will it last?
that's what I said, at the same time, you and that other person have to be okay with it. But
Mhm.
for the most part, in some traditions, they're not even okay with it. Like, if the people who are being forced to get married aren't okay with it, sometimes their parents don't care. They're
Yeah,
still
their
gonna
parents are
do
gonna
it.
get money for it, they're gonna get money for it. But my point is, right, arranged marriages is like you get married, then you start dating. Yeah.
Oh, and then
I
you
don't
can.
I don't think that's how it really works though. I think you know who you're getting married to, and then you
It
start dating
depends.
and then
It
get
depends
married.
the culture though. Some cultures you
Oh
don't
yeah.
know. So it's more of the area because I don't know if it happens in the US, but in Africa it happens in Asia and Middle East. I think those areas have it. So it kind of depends. Sometimes it's just like the husband is here. Oh yeah, go into your husband's house. That's it. Some areas you might know and they groom you. They groom the lady like, okay, this is the person that you're gonna be married to. So start grooming you so you already know. Right? But some areas is more of this is the wedding day, this is the person. Make it happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, to
I
your
usually
point, it
know like
depends.
I usually know like at least for us, in the last situation you just put in, at least one party usually knows, right? Like
Mhm.
beforehand. The other person might not, and it's just what it is.
Yeah,
It's hard to
exactly. So in that scenario, it's like you get
yeah.
married and then you start to date, and then you're like, this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's it. Like, yeah, they get ton do eh?
Yeah.
Ay,
That's
oh man,
crazy.
you come and find out your partner snores and you can't stand it. Yeah, light sleeper. Hey, man.
Oh man. So another thing nowadays, right? Like I don't know, a lot of time now when you watch social media, you watch news, the whole thing about consent, right? You see how people talk about I don't change my child diaper until they give me consent. Those kind of nonsense. Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen that.
you've seen that, right?
Just yeah,
So it's
dumb.
like
I'm
Oh,
not gonna
I
gender
saw
my
one
kid
with
until
their
yeah,
haircut. Somebody,
exactly.
they were getting a haircut, and the woman asked, "Do I have
Mhm.
consent to touch your hair?" You're
Things like
sitting
that.
down to get a haircut. Why are you asking for consent?
Exactly. So now, do you think that the whole concept of consent plays a role in arranged marriages?
Yes. But I would say usually from what I've seen, a lot
Mhm.
of times like the guy usually has more say so, in regards to how it goes, right? In regards to consent and stuff like that. Usually only time like or not only time, but a lot of times like the woman
Mhm.
usually doesn't really have that much say so consent in what goes down or where you do end up. Only thing that usually they would think of is, if she's not going to be treated well in that scenario. That's like the only thing that she could potentially sometimes bring up where that, might take place. So a lot of times consent is really not there.
Mhm.
Um, and not necessarily, and just to kind of clarify, it's not always like, no, 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 no. Like I'm gonna say no, and they'll be like, okay, cool, it's just a no. It's like you might say no and they'll be like, well, why? Well, why? Like I put like a lot of pressure on there. So yes, you might ultimately you still have the final saying yes or no, whether it happens or not, right? But
Mhm.
the pressure behind it might make people a little bit more difficult to withdraw consent, I would say. And I think that's where a lot of times it's more so on the woman where they have that much pressure to where they don't feel comfortable withdrawing the consent. So I would say for the most part, they don't have consent per se, but they do. It's just hard to not say it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's like less of it is happening, or it's just that we live in a society where we don't really see it. But it's been a while since I saw anything about arranged marriage. Maybe it's just me. I don't know
Oh,
about you
we just
guys.
saw. We just saw. No, we have a friend last year. Think about it. We didn't. We both didn't make it.
Ah, yes.
Mhm.
Yes. That was
Yeah.
arranged?
That was arranged.
Chineke.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, it's still going on in this day and age. Yep.
We might need to bring them for a part two.
No. Nope.
Nah, but no, but I don't think we need a part two though. Like we need to probably bring somebody that has gone through the process so we can ask some more deeper questions as far as the whole misconceptions, how it
I
impacts
would
the whole
love for
family
an episode like that,
family
honestly.
dynamics. I mean, I think we'll definitely need to have a part two for this. It's a topic that even though we are aware of it, but we haven't experienced it. So we definitely need to bring, a couple that have gone through it. So that's your homework. We need to.
No, the thing is, we've seen it, and I know another couple that was the same. You know them too.
Nah, but the thing is, we need to have them on here so they can talk about it.
Bro, because this thing happens all the time.
Yo, we need the inside. We need the inside G's. We're just outsiders, so we don't know what's happening when they go in the house and knock the door. We need to know. That's the whole thing.
I mean, from what I've seen, right, and these are also questions that I've asked to some of these people, is from one side, it's usually been one side has been more one side is more prominent, one side has more status than the other. So when they ask the other side, the other side is not going into that marriage just for them. Like you mentioned before, they're going in for what it does to their entire family, or what they think it would do to their entire family. And usually a lot of times that's why we see a lot of these marriages last longer, not necessarily because they're happier.
Right.
They just last longer because that person usually is just there not for themselves. Yeah, they're there for their family, because if you leave,
marriage,
it's gone. Yeah. So
my daughter, if you take your ass back to your husband's house,
bro, that's it. Bro. Yeah, maybe. But it's not bad though. I hate to make it sound like all bad, because I have seen successful ones. Like my grandparents, like that was arranged like 1,000%, and they didn't know each other at all, but grew up to work. It worked out.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, right? It depends. Like when you meet the person, you start getting to know them. You might be like, you know what? You say until last month, but you see, yeah, doing well.
It's okay. You see?
Yeah, doing well. All right, let's maybe jump into our African proverb. The one today comes from Ethiopia, and it says, "When the shepherd comes home in peace, the milk is sweet." When the shepherd comes home in peace, the milk is sweet.
That's a bar. When a shepherd comes home in peace, the milk is sweet.
Yes, the milk is
That's a bar.
sweet.
That's a bar. Kay, why are you looking like that?
Because I'm trying to think.
Oh, think about it.
I think I know, but I don't want to sound stupid, so I'm not.
No, please. No, come on.
Just go ahead. Just say it.
Is it have to do with like stress? Like when a
Can be.
person
Elaborate.
Okay, so stress, too much stress can be really bad on a person. It can even kill. Um, so if a person is stressed out or a shepherd is stressed out, the milk won't, it's stressed, so it can't produce the nice sweet milk that it could possibly make. I don't know if I'm going the right area.
Just
It
land,
just reminds
then
me
we'll
of
get
pregnant women,
to.
right? Women are pregnant, right? If they're stressed out during their pregnancy, it can affect the baby. So she can have a normal baby, but if she's too stressed out, it can cause deformities, it can cause heart problems on the baby. Like it can cause multiple different types of things. So she won't have a healthy baby anymore compared to if she was at peace her whole pregnancy, the baby will come out fine. That's how I think about it.
I agree. I would have used a different analogy. I would have simply just said, coming home to a peaceful environment, peaceful situation allows for you to, have the best mindset and be in best form to go out there and actually, do what needs to be done.
I think you guys are thinking about it after the fact. It says when the shepherd comes home in peace, the milk is sweet. Means he already has the milk.
I know we're kind of tied it in, right? So if
Mm.
it's a circle of life essentially, because
Mm.
he's able to, have peace at home, he can go
Okay.
out there and no matter what, he's going to be able to, handle the situation and obviously do whatever needs to be done effectively, thus
Right.
coming back again to more peace. So it's a circle. It's a circle thing.
Yeah,
But
so
if you want
definitely.
to, yeah.
Yeah, so definitely about the whole effectiveness, right? So, for example, a shepherd goes to the field to check on his flock. Say something happens, maybe there's a stampede, things like that. He gets injured. Obviously, I mean, he will bring home some milk, but it might not be the same quantity that he would have brought if he was at full strength.
Yep.
Or think about it in a situation where you're trying to, um, like an injured player, right? You're trying to play hurt, right? You will not give 100% because you're not fully fit, right? So you play, but you won't be playing at 100%. So you're not gonna be performing at your best.
Yep. Agreed.
Yep. Arranged marriage. So you people that don't marry like
Yeah.
that's what's going on. Should I start looking for people?
No, it's okay. I'm still young. Me,
No,
I'm
okay.
23. We have somebody here who's
You know what's crazy?
who's
You can say what you want, but guess what? Even when I'm 60, there's still plenty of time. I have no clock.
Mm.
You do.
See,
Respect yourself.
this is the excuse men use to go around to still go around and just BS. Ladies,
How is EBS?
Mhm.
you
I'm
want
telling you.
How is EBS?
Thank you.
How is
Answer.
EBS? And what's the
Yeah.
BS?
it's
Answer.
okay. Like I said, it's just me alone, so I can't even
Hey,
say anything.
where. So some men cannot even just decide to say, hey, let me not focus on women. Let me focus on the career. You women want a man that makes this much, man that does this. But because I'm working hard and I'm working smart to get to that point, to make myself suitable, to make myself, the right piece for this fine young
No,
woman to
I
come
agree
and,
with you.
take over.
Not I'm all for men focusing on themselves and getting their life together. That's the first thing I want you to do before you even come to me and say you want to date. But is that the case for you?
Would you say that's not the case?
I can't say anything.
So why did you make the comment you made earlier then?
Because we're
You
just
see?
talking, right?
You
We're just talking,
see?
right?
You see? Remember what we said last
Ah.
episode, right? Just ask yourself why before you even just ask why. Right? Question before you speak sometimes, please.
Didn't women make a list of restaurants that they don't want to go to on a first date?
I'm telling you, how am I supposed to afford those restaurants
Thank you.
that they want to
Thank
be
you.
in?
The one you should check Yelp and make sure that it's $4 sign before
I'm telling you.
and then they'll say take the money.
How
Then
am I
you're
supposed
just
to be
going
calling
for the
her?
wrong women. You're just going for the
How
wrong
am I
women.
supposed to be calling her Uber Black instead of Uber Share?
See, I'm telling you. See,
Come
I
on
can't
now.
get in this car. It's not an SUV.
I'm telling you, come
And then
on.
this guy that got his wife, he chartered a plane
Oh,
for.
I saw that. Oh my goodness. She said, "What? It's not enough. What is this?"
So you didn't buy
But
it, you chartered it. Yeah, man. Your gender, Kinky, your
I've
gender is
suffered.
your gender
I've
is
suffered.
incredible.
That's
Uh,
why I'm like,
uh,
it's okay because sometimes we do too much too. I'll admit.
hmm,
Yeah. But
I'm happy.
I think as far as this whole thing about arranged marriages, it don't want to say this is all in vain as far as our discussion, but I think um as far as giving our audience more substance into what this is all about, we definitely find a couple that's gone through the process and bring them back for a part two where we actually go deeper into how the whole process started, and then the whole gist and how they are now and how long they've been married, things like that.
So I have a question, no,
Mm.
in regards to this whole thing before we get our subject matter experts for part two, which could take some time.
Schmies.
Um, do you think that, right, if given this, like, let's just say, right, put yourselves in that position, right? You were someone, or case, since you're not married yet, your family found someone for you, right? That checked every box potentially, except for one specific thing. And that
Mhm.
one thing could just be like, hey, he might be your height. That's it. Or he might be an inch shorter than you. Are you still like going through with this arranged marriage, or is it one of those things where it's like, but and they give you a time spot to do, like, say, oh, 4 or 5 months, you need to find somebody else, or else this is it. Are you open to that idea of that arranged marriage still, or are you like doing your best, like lo and behold, to find somebody else?
Y'all won't believe me when I say this, but I don't date tall men. Like, I have only the tallest guy I've dated was 6 foot. And that was only once. He was 6 foot or 6'1". Majority of the guys that I date are like 5'7", 5'8", 5'6". I don't like tall men.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'6". And you
Okay, and
think
this
that
person is
me
five
being
five.
5'6", I would want me like a 6 foot, because at least with me it makes sense if I said I want them taller than me, because I am on the taller side of the girls. But I like shorter men. I don't like the inconvenience of a tall man. No offense. No offense. No offense.
Okay,
Me,
so let's just say they had one thing that you didn't like.
if they had one thing I didn't like, I have things that, okay, me when I'm dating, right? I have my man has to have this, and then I have things that I'm just like, eh. I cross my fingers, but if he doesn't, he doesn't. It's okay.
Okay.
Like, it has to be reasonable. That's why height isn't a factor to me. No offense, woman. No offense, because it's like
Nah, you're
you
reasonable.
can't change a man's height. Like, how is it the man's fault that he's a great partner and everything, and he's like 5'7"? It's like, sorry. What can you do about it? So, but me, it
Okay.
has to be something for a fact that it's like, no. It has to be a hard no.
Okay. My
Make a
follow-up
break.
question to that, right, kind of goes to Bell. Like, why do you think we don't hear a lot about these arranged marriages ending in failure? Like, they usually last longer.
Why don't we hear about it? That's a good question. Why don't we hear about it? I mean, you mean like if we know the people, we don't hear about it, or like we just don't hear about it?
Like, because I can think of at least, off the top of my head, 10 arranged
Hmm.
marriages right now that
Right.
I know of, just people. And out of all of them, they're still going strong despite whatever is going on around and stuff like that, right? So, like, my
Uh,
thing is like, why do you think?
it
Because I
might
have an
go.
idea,
Yeah, it might go
but
back to your point about it's not just the couple that are benefiting from. Let me not say benefiting.
it's benefiting.
Yes, but I'm saying let me not say that the couple is benefiting, right? There's a family. One family is probably benefiting from the whole process, right? So
Hmm.
even though we're not hearing that, or there's not a high, divorce rate in arranged marriages, you know, to your point, doesn't mean that they're happily still going. It might just be a transactional thing that couple has to stick with it forever. for the mutual happiness of the family. Now,
Mm.
not saying that that's the case with all the arranged marriage. I mean, I'm sure there's some that husband and wife are perfectly okay, that they have
Yeah.
great kids and everything is just nice. But I think on the other side, right? I guess it also depends on the area, the culture, and those other things, those other factors. It could be a lot of different things.
Okay. So if whatchamacallit, if they were to ask you, right, to
Mm.
say which marriage would you want for your kids, right?
Mhm.
Would you be someone who is willing to do an arranged marriage for your kids? Or is that something that you would leave it up to them?
No, I mean, I'll leave it up to them. I think on this podcast, I've always been kind of strict with, well, let me not say strict. I've always been on the line of I'll leave everybody's choices to them. I mean, obviously I'm there if you want to ask my opinion, but at the same time, right, I'll tell you the advantages and I'll tell you the disadvantages, but at the same time, I'll leave it up to you to say, okay, I'm going left or I'm going right.
So what if you have
Yeah,
a
don't.
daughter and it's getting 23 nothing, 24 nothing,
Mm.
22 and a half nothing.
My
23, let
daughter,
me
my
just say one
daughter,
more
come,
time.
let's have a sit
Nothing.
down. Come, let's
It's like
talk.
now, but it gets to like 30, 32, 33, 34,
No,
nothing
but
still.
I think, right? Okay, so to be honest, like women in families, like especially the first daughters, right? They put the family together, right? Even if they're married or not married, the first daughters, they're the ones that actually hold the family together. They're the glue,
I
right?
would
So
know.
you know.
Oh, of course she was gonna say something. I knew it.
I would know. I'm the
So
first daughter.
so to think about it, right? Sometimes these daughters don't want to get married because it might take them away from that responsibility in the family. God forbid, your parents are no more, and then now the
Mhm.
entire family responsibility is on your head. Now, if you're married and you have siblings that are still trying to figure themselves out, you might not be giving them that full attention versus you being in your own marriage at home and you have your own responsibility. So you kind of toggling between, marriage life and your, family life.
Does that not help you instead, actually, because you are grounded and you do have a partner that supports you at home?
That's
That gives you
if
the
that partner,
leeway
that's
to.
if that partner supports you because there are some situations.
Mhm.
There are some situations where the partner does not support you at all. If they catch family members in their compound,
Eh, that's a wrap.
Mhm.
if they catch a family member in their compound, my brother, let me know.
Listen.
Let me not. Let me just keep it like that.
Mm, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so the thing is, you don't want to force marriage on your kids, right? Because I think I think we know when we did psychology in school, right? There are things that we need. Marriage is not a need. You have to want to get married. It's not a need, right? Even though
Say,
society
say
will
that one
tell
more
you.
time. She's making that face. Say that one more time.
Yes, thank you. No, because what Bellner
She's out
is
here
saying
making
is
faces.
Yeah,
facts.
marriage is not a need, right? You have to want to get married. So society might say otherwise, but you know, if my child says I don't want to get married, who am I to say you must get married? Why would I put you in a situation where you get married and then you're unhappy? And then now you're blaming me that, oh, I got married because of you and here I am unhappy. I'm missing out on X, Y, and Z. My career has because I'm not mentally able to do it because I'm not happy in my marriage. So why would I want to put that on my child? So I think if your child says, hey, this is what I want to do, by all means, as a parent, you have to be able to just support it.
Karen, you heard that, right? If your parents ask, tell them Bell said you don't have to get married. Because Bell said it, they can blame.
No,
They can
they
blame
don't
him.
even like it when I say that. They don't even like whenever I say I don't think I want to get married.
I know.
Yeah.
So just blame Bell. It's easy.
Please, they
Just
laugh
come
at
and
my
just come and
face.
say, wait, go to the episode and fast forward to the section.
I'm telling you,
Listen.
Yes.
just
They're
listen.
seriously trying to sell me at this point. Like it's a
Uh,
everyday, not
I
everyday
know.
topic, but I'm
I'm not gonna lie, it happens. It might just happen this past Saturday. Not even from me. Like, one of my people's. We were supposed to go to the Valentine's Day party.
Mm,
They asked me to come with them, like to go
mhm.
with their family. I'm like, okay, cool, I'm coming. I was like, make sure you secure a ticket for me and everything. Then I coming back saying, yeah, they say you can only come under one condition. You must bring a date. I said, hey, you asked me to come. And
They
then when I
lied,
asked
bro.
about
They lied.
arrangements, and then it's like, but it's like those are the little peer pressures, right? That they throw in there. And
Yeah.
then you have family members that will come in and be like, so what are you waiting for? Like,
Hmm.
do you want me to find something for you? Kind of thing. And it's just like when you say yes, I had one that backfired there. When I said yes to one, not it wasn't even a marriage. It was just like I have a friend that has this one that you should talk to, bro.
Hmm.
Now I've been unfollowed on Instagram. I don't know
Hey,
why.
hey, the streak continues.
Bro, I'm just like, hey, whatever. But hey, I mean, you move, right?
Where we move, we move. Maybe it wasn't for you.
It definitely was not for me.
So yeah, we're
You
moving
know,
on.
she wasn't ready. I wouldn't say it was me. It's like, nah, okay.
All right, guys.
Oh
This is
man.
this was fun. We definitely need to have a part two, which will be coming to you very very soon. I appreciate you guys, Chef Car, Queen K, for talking about arranged marriages. It's a very technical topic. But yeah, this has been fun. Check us out on Instagram at NYK Podcast and on X/Twitter at Now You Know One. We will catch you guys soon. Peace out.
At Kay's wedding next year. Wow. Oh.
Baby.
Mm.
Don't worry, I'll give you away myself.
Yeah, this. Sure.